Hello, welcome to FitTak. I'm Dr. Nandita Shah and you're with Healthy Living with Sharan. Today's topic is what should we feed a child? And if you've been listening to our previous episodes, you know that we always recommend a whole plant-based diet. That means no dairy. But we've been brought up thinking that milk is the best food, and so the question comes, what do we feed our child? And actually, nature has all the answers. What we should feed a newborn is mother's milk, right? No milk is good for a newborn except mother's milk because mother's milk has immunoglobulins that help the baby resist all kinds of infections. And it can't be passed on from an animal to a human being. So animal milk is not good, but also because every animal produces milk according to the rate of growth of their baby. A human baby grows to full size in 18 years, and human baby needs more nutrients, minerals, even more sugar in the milk compared to protein. Protein is the food for growth, and for example, a calf grows to full size in 18 months. So cow's milk has 3 times more protein than human milk. Now that's dangerous for an infant because too much protein will cause diarrhea, and that's why if you're giving cow's milk to an infant who maybe doesn't have a mother or has lost his mother, then you need to dilute it 3 times, and that's what they do in formulas, so that there's no excess protein and there's a little bit more sugar, just like human milk would have. As the baby grows older, say by the time the baby is 6 months old, the baby starts developing teeth. And this is an indication by nature that baby should start eating other foods as well. And what is the best food for a baby? The food that it could easily eat raw. And so I would say the very best food would be fruit like mashed bananas or papayas or any other fruit that is mashed and given to the baby. And you know, babies love it because babies love that sweet taste. And then as the baby grows older, remember, raw is always better than cooked. But as the baby grows older, you may want to introduce cooked foods like mashed rice or a little bit of simple moong dal with rice or a bit of ragi porridge and so on. It's really recommended that you introduce one food at a time so that in case it doesn't suit the baby would reject it and you would know exactly which food not to give again for the time being. Because as the baby is growing, the digestive system is developing, and so it's never good to introduce too many foods at the same time. Also, the very best way to feed a baby is according to its own hunger. Like many times we have a fixed routine for babies and we feed them every 3 hours or whatever, but the real best way to feed is by nature. When baby cries, when baby is hungry, you feed the baby. When baby is not hungry, you don't feed the baby. And you know, when you do that, babies get into a nocturnal cycle really quickly, so that often they don't wake up so much at night and let you sleep well too. And they wake up in the morning and have their feed and maybe feed more times during the day. They really get into their cycle quickly when we don't impose a cycle on them. Of course, we should always feed babies foods that are natural for them, right? And babies know it. Instinctively, they'll go for fruits and even vegetables or steamed vegetables. They love color. And actually, if you don't feed a baby cow's milk initially, then the baby will reject cow's milk when you give it. And that's why mothers put sugar and cocoa in the milk so that the baby will accept it. But you know, as children grow, we don't need to give them any animal milk at all It's best to feed mother's milk as long as it's available, and after that, slowly introduce foods. Actually, fruits and vegetables have way more nutrients than cow's milk, and phytonutrients, antioxidants, which are really good for building immunity. And if a child never has cow's milk, they are unlikely to develop respiratory tract infections like sinus or asthma, or even colds and tonsillitis and cough and fevers. Even these regular fevers that babies often get are unlikely to happen with mother's milk and regular food. So we should eat just the way nature has designed for us, and all will be well, right? Remember that these days, because of our artificial situation, everyone may require vitamin B12 and D, and nursing mothers should definitely check their levels and supplement if necessary. I wish you all perfect health, and I just want everyone to see the amazing results of eating and living in God's way. Thank you. Goodbye.